Yo, YouTube! Hey, that's not my intro, is it? Good morning, everybody. My name is Dave from Anvil Logistics. That's not me either. Take care, take money. No, that's not me. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. My name is James, and this is Freddie Fletcher Limited. We're a same-day courier company running up and down the UK every single day. And as you can see, I am sat in Big Pat. But this video is nothing to do with the van. It's to do with you guys that watch this video. Mainly subcontractors and CX users. It is about you.
I'm just gonna drive.
So one of the most frequently asked questions I get is, how do I choose a CX driver? And well, it's pretty simple. First of all, I have a price in mind of what I want to pay anyway. By the time I'm even looking at the CX, I've already put this job in the WhatsApp group, and I know the maximum I want to pay because that's the maximum I pay the drivers in the group. So I've got the figure in my head already. Anything over that figure, I have to think about. Anything below that figure, if it's too far below, I just dismiss it mainly. But the next point comes in as well. Feedback. Now, I look at the feedback forever. Not just the last 90 days, like it shows you straight away when you open up the booking, or the quote even. Not just for the last 90 days, but for the entire period you've been on the exchange. And if I see any negatives, I want to know what they're for. Because sometimes people leave tit for tat negatives, and it shouldn't really affect the company, but it will. And sometimes the negatives are just, and they are not people I even want to entertain. So I will dismiss their quotes. Right, the third thing I'd look for is ETA. How close to the collection time are they going to be there? If the collection time is not for an hour and they're only 5 minutes away, they're going to be a bit early. Sometimes if people turn up early, it can agitate your customers. Sometimes if people turn up late, it's going to agitate them as well. But if they're on time or they're 5-10 minutes early, perfect. That's the way it should be. So if they're too close, then I will consider them. I'm not going to push them out for that, but if they're too far away and it's going to take too long and I don't want someone to be late, you're out of the question. So that quickly narrows down the amount of quotes I get. Now let's say I've got 3 quotes. They've all got perfect feedback. They're all in the price range I'm looking for, and they're all going to be there when I want them there. Then it gets a bit more tricky. I start looking to see if it's a big company who have a lot of vehicles, and if they have a lot of vehicles, are they on their CX, or does it just say they've got 2 vans, 3 vans, or whatever? Do they have as many as they claim? Is it an owner driver? I don't really choose owner drivers over companies necessarily, but if it's a good owner driver who's been doing it a long time and they've got fantastic feedback and the right price, it's more than likely I'll go with them. Unless there's someone I've used there before, then I will choose them. Let's say, like I said, there is 3 people. That choice then becomes a bit more difficult. And it comes down to whoever quoted first. First come, first serve. I've had people, I've phoned them, they've not answered the phone. I've phoned the next one and booked it because you didn't answer your phone. And I know people sometimes are on the toilet, or they're rushing off, or they're doing a job themselves. Sometimes it's a lot more difficult than that. Sometimes, if it's just one quote on the job, unfortunately, you've either got to go with them, or you've got to push for one of the drivers in the WhatsApp group to do it, or go and do it yourself. Simple as. Right, drivers I would avoid no matter what, whether they quoted on my job or not. Are people I've used before and have a bad attitude, they've done a bad job, they've damaged something, they were late excessively, they were caught co-loading, stuff like that. I would avoid them to high heaven. Sometimes I forget to block people. I know I should be more on it. Sometimes I forget to block them. But if your name pops up, I'm pretty good at going, I remember you. You dropped that off the back of your van and it nearly broke, not using you. Or, I remember you. you took 3 hours to do a 20-minute job. People like that. I avoid those people. It's going to sound like a weird one. I try and avoid haulage companies. Now, I can't avoid them if I need a truck. But I'm running vans, I try and avoid them. Because the experience I have with bigger haulage companies is they just do not update the booking at all. The amount of times I've booked a truck and then I've had to phone them to make sure they're loaded, phone them to make sure they're on site, phone them to make sure they're delivered, phone them to ask them for a POD, because yes, they're running a big haulage company and they might not have time to constantly update me, but they should. And I want someone who's going to update me, keep me like in the loop of what's going on. If I look at the booking, it says accepted, but it's not been collected. It should have been collected half an hour ago. I'm going to have to phone you, aren't I, and make sure it's collected. And it's just time out of my day that I shouldn't have to do. All I should do is look there and go, oh, well, collected. Yeah, there's this many pallets. Perfect. That's the way it should be. But bigger haulage companies, from my experience, just do not update the booking at all, and it drives me mad. I also try and avoid anyone with negative feedback for call loading, being late, etc. If it's in the last year, if it's 4 years ago and it was like one of your first weeks doing it and you've learnt your lesson since then, obviously I won't avoid you. I'll give you a chance. But if you've done it recently, I'll avoid you. Now, drivers I would use time and time again. Well, they're the WhatsApp group lads. Drivers I meet who I think have done a good job and stuff like that, I will always offer them to join the WhatsApp group there and then. Some do, some don't. Some are like, oh, not really fancy that. But some are like, oh yeah, I'd love the opportunity to do more work because they're enthusiastic about the work and stuff like that. Before we get onto the WhatsApp group, I know I have a lot of messages, I have a lot of WhatsApps, texts, emails that I need to reply to. I am trying to get around to everyone. And one man trying to run a company, and it's been the 6 weeks holidays, the kids have been off, I've been trying to spend time at home with them, and trying to work, and trying to run a business, and obviously there's been things going on. So I will do my very best, now the kids are going back to school, to try and get around to replying to everyone. Do not think I'm ignoring you. I'm not, I'm just very busy. I will get back to you. Sorry about that. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Respectful, tidy vans. Love a really nice, tidy van. Yes, I've had issues with this van. It's broken down, stuff like that. But it looks good. It looks tidy. It's looked mint. The back's always tidy. Everything's always there. I've always got everything I need to do any sort of job in this van. In the van, ready to go, ready to rock and roll. A van like that is just perfect. If you're using an ADR driver and they've never got the kit with them because it's always at home, it's not ideal, really, is it? Like if you're out and about and you're like, oh, I've got this ADR job last minute, can you go and get it? Oh, I've left me ADR kit at home an hour away. That's bit. No, not a great thing. But if you're prepared, your van's nice and smart, and you're professional, you're polite, you're nice, and you just want to work hard, earn some decent money, they're the people I love using every single day. Right, thank you very much. I hope this helps you. If you are bidding on the CX and you're trying to get a job, make sure you're close, but not too well. Make sure you're close. You're going to be there on time, not late. Make sure your price is decent. Don't go too low. Don't go too high. Know what you want your price to be and just stick to it. Do what you need to do. Make sure your van's tidy, presentable, respectable. It looks good and it's going to represent whoever you're working for well. And just do what you need to do to get them jobs. It is not busy out there, shall we say. This industry is not massively booming at the minute, but there is thousands upon thousands of drivers, and lots of them can do well, lots of them are struggling. If you want to look at someone who does very well and runs solely on the CX, watch Saintsman. If you want to watch someone who does well, give you all the figures, give it your reel, you can watch Delivery Man or Paul Glibbery Transport. And if you want to watch anybody else, make sure you watch Neil at Neptune and Anvil Logistics. I would say, John, just another courier, but you have to actually make a video for that, wouldn't you, John? Make a video. Right. Thanks, everybody, for watching my ramblings. I hope this has helped somewhat, and that is my opinion on what I look for. But I will be honest, not every shipper is going to look for that. Most shippers are going to look for half-decent feedback and the lowest price. It's just the way of the world. So make sure you got decent feedback, nice van, and you're giving out a good price, and you should, fingers crossed, hopefully, get some work. Thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe. Bye-bye.